My microphone has been muted this entire time. Fantastic. Welcome to the SMRAT Swiss Round 1 tournament, a 1v1 and 1v1 race between Jaychalke and idlechild, and separately Chexhuman and Yuzuriha. We have a fantastic race for everybody tonight. I believe these are the last races of the night. With things continuing, yes, tomorrow at noon. I am Invarial. Joining me as part of the Restream team, Cheese Reaver, making all of the pictures happen on the screen, and the real GR Bo, who will be busy clicking on icons and making sure that we all know at a glance who has what and when. Diddy versus Magoo is going to be a great race tomorrow. All of the SMRAT races so far have been enjoyable to watch, and all of the races yet to come, judging by the people who have raced so far. Looking forward to all of them. Oh, a 14-month resubscription from Redemption. Cheers to you, Redemption. 14 months is a long time. Anyhow, these 4 racers are getting ready to play Super Metroid for you tonight for your amusement. Please go give each of them a follow. Jaychalke, idlechild, Chexhuman, Yuzuriha. 3 people have the correct seed showing. Yuzuriha is 1 screen ahead of everybody else. No, 1 screen behind. Apologies. And tonight's seed has generated the enemies Garuda, Rinka, Zoa, and Emer. Jay has started. Chexhuman has started. idlechild has started. Yuzuriha's timer has started. And they are setting controls. We should probably inform Yuzuriha in the future that they can be sitting on the start game screen before the timer starts. Please, someone make a note of that. Someone on the admin team, let Yuzuriha know that they can be ready to go when the ball drops. Jay is taking a normal path down the chute. idlechild is setting up for... There it is, a moonfall, Chexhuman falling normally, and Yuzuriha screen behind because of that delayed start. Jay will be the first to the morph ball, and probably the first to the item after the morph ball. Yes, good luck to all of the runners. This seed should prove interesting. On the pedestal, morphing ball. This is probably an SMRAT seed. Jaychalke first, Chexhuman second, idlechild third, and Holy Seraph, Yuzuriha, a screen behind. And the first item is X-ray scope. All 4 runners will be able to see what is going on in the walls. Well, all 4 runners will be 1/3 microwave. Missiles in the ceiling, not logical, but 3, 2, 3, potentially 4 racers with missiles at the start of the seed, and high jump boots putting those missiles into logic. Cheese, did you just give them the seed that we played yesterday? idlechild does in fact say no to X-ray. 3 of these runners will have 1/3 microwave, or do have 1/3 microwave. I guess they didn't have X-ray at Alpha Missiles last night, so it's probably not the same seed. Yeah. But no bombs of any kind mean that Bomb Terizo is going to have either bombs or power bombs. Sorry, cheese. And having high jump to go up the climb is going to make things a little bit easier for everybody. Jay takes a little bit of a fall, but recovers nicely. Jay is up. Chex is probably going to be next. Idlechild in third, and Yuzuriha behind by a couple of screens. The Allfather's a pretty forgiving guy. Jay checking in on Bomb Terizo, and it's power bombs. No four-way Bomb Terizo fight today. We can all be disappointed by that. Jay goes for the high jump Alcatraz and gets it in 2. And is on his way to 230 missiles. Idlechild gets it in, or Chexhuman rather, gets it in 1. An energy tank at 230 missiles. And Idlechild struggling a little bit with the high jump Alcatraz, and gets it, is out. Yuzuriha is going to pick up the power bombs here at Bomb Terizo. And Jay is headed down to Brinstar. Idlechild doesn't check 230 missiles, instead heads straight down to Terminator and picks up a missile. No back of gauntlet check. Jay is going to check the back of gauntlet. Just missiles. Just regular missiles at the back of gauntlet, which Chexhuman is about to find. Yuzuriha, having collected the power bombs, is now at 230 missiles to collect an energy tank. Chex opting to damage through the space pirates, and Jay healing up a little bit. That's an energy tank for Idlechild after the mockball room. I didn't see what was under the mockball, unfortunately, but we'll see it again in a moment. And that's a nice ice beam. Ice beam, 6 minutes into the seed. Everybody's going to be happy to see that. And there's the first super missiles, but those are not logical super missiles. So that's ice for Idlechild, ice for Jaychalke. Chexhuman is checking the top item first. Those are super missiles. They are also not logical super missiles. And X-ray for escaping Dragon. And X-ray for fixing it if you mess up stand-up glitch. Idlechild picks up the powerbomb pack that was underneath Mockball. And is heading down to our friends, the Edacoons. Jay fast falls to pick up those power bombs. Is he going to be able to jump out? Mini Mission Impossible? Yes. Jay has escaped. And Idlechild takes a fall and does not get to see what's behind the super missile door. Oh, that's going to require another lap. And is out of missiles. But picks up a super missile and is off to the Edecoons. Behind the Edecoons, we have a missile that Idlechild probably didn't want to pick up, that Jay did. And behind the door, an energy tank. Idlechild is just ignoring what was down there. Chexhuman getting behind that super missile door as well, picking up the energy tank. As Idlechild heads off to Pink Brinstar. More missiles outside actual Mission Impossible. This Cheese Reaver seed appears to be all of the required items, and the rest are missiles. That's a speed booster at Mission Impossible. That puts everything that we've seen in the mockball area in play. Making those super missile packs that have been picked up in logic. Idlechild setting up for the Spore Spawn skip. And gets it in one. A little bit of refilling. 68 energy is not a comfortable place to be. But it is much, much better than 0. Jay setting the power bomb to open up the door into the Wavegate glitch room, as well as unlocking backdoor to Spore Spawn access. Chexhuman picks up Speed Booster. And Idlechild finds super missiles where there would normally be super missiles. Shoulder button dash is optimal. It's unfortunate that shoulder button dash prevents so many techniques in this game. Specifically, it's frustrating that due to the programming of the game, you're only allowed to use shoulder buttons for aim up, aim down. Yuzuriha has made their way down. I don't remember their pronouns. Apologies. Yuzuriha heading down to the Edecoons. And Idlechild and Jay are almost simultaneously escaping from the back of Spore Spawn. Jay is going to head up to Wavegate. Oh, they, them. Thank you very much, Red. Jay gets the Wavegate glitch. Yuzuriha misses the morph ball into the hidey hole, but makes it back up and collects the missile. And because I was watching that, I missed what was in the Wavegate room. Is it that super missile? I believe it is that super missile. Okay, ammo. Yep, that is precisely right, Strat. Regular missiles at charge beam, spring ball just above charge beam. Jay is going to check waterway. Idlechild collects the super missiles. And Chex is also heading down to Waterway. Yuzuriha starting in on Big Pink. Waterway is regular missiles. Chex is also going to collect or to at least see those regular missiles after bonking the ceiling very quickly. And Jay is collecting power bombs. Yes, Jay appears to be farming power bombs here. Speed booster for Yuzuriha. And idlechild is going to check the reverse mean locations. 80 health, nothing to be worried about. And more power bombs. Green Hill Zone is regular missiles. Jay shakes back and forth as if to say no, and then does not pick up the missiles as if to say no. And Jay is also going to reverse meme. Potentially? Well, Chexhuman heads deeper into Brinstar. Oh, idlechild turned around after those power bombs. And is also heading further into Brinstar. Jay, I guess, doesn't want to die to sidehoppers. A very reasonable thing to want. They do a large amount of damage. And idlechild opts to head down and use this refill room. Climb supers is a possibility. Speed ice early, yep. Billy Mays, though. Billy Mays is calling. And Yuzuriha is headed into Aqueduct. Chexhuman went up Red Tower. Meanwhile, idlechild went down, went to Spazer, and at Spazer we find an energy tank. Very helpful. That's, I think, the fourth one of the seed. Chexhuman at the bottom of Red Tower. Alpha power bombs. Takes a nice damage boost, but into the Samus Eater. It's super missiles and more super missiles. Jay trying Billy Mays again. Turning off high jump. That's fair. That extra height can throw you off. As idlechild heads in toward Kraid, there's charge beam at Billy Mays, not at its vanilla location of just behind Ridley. And missiles. Super missiles in the Kraid power bomb spot. And Yuzuriha is still in Big Pink, while Chexhuman checks beta power bombs and finds an energy. I think those are power bombs there by default. It has been a long time since vanilla. Idlechild bouncing around on the spikes a little bit, getting ready for Kraid. Thank you, MM2. I was pretty sure there were, hence, saying it, but I like to be correct. Yuzuriha setting up for the Wavegate glitch room. Side hoppers are a pain. Chexhuman returning to the ship. That's one crate down for Idlechild. Jay checks under Motherbrain's tank and finds power bombs and leaves them alone as he has 15 already. Chexhuman is checking the volcano spot above the ship. Missiles. As Jay prepares to check the Climb Super's location. I did not see what was behind Kraid. So I missed what was behind Kraid, and I feel bad about that. It was Screw Attack. Screw Attack is the reward for defeating Kraid. That is fantastic. A great find for Idlechild. A great find for anybody. One, two, three, four frozen. And Jay is just going to check the normal way. Boots were awakening missiles? Yeah, awakening missiles. And Jay is not going to pick up the super missiles at the top of Climb Supers. Beta missiles, yes. I hope that typo was intentional, Mockdroid. Did Idlechild skip high jump? Idlechild has not gone into Norfair, so yes. Power bombs for Yuzuriha, who is headed through reverse meme route. And Jaychalke is going back to the ship with power bombs selected. And I missed what Chex picked up at Gauntlet. Jay heading to the volcano area now. And Yuzuriha is getting ready to check Billy Mays and be disappointed. Opting to save the energy of a Shine Spark. And Chexhuman gets caught and is drained down to 116 energy. Four logical items skipped for now, Zero. But it doesn't mean that they're gone forever. Yuzuriha collects both items in Billy Mays. Jay getting a very interesting angle on that speed-boosted missile. And Jay is looking to charge and Shine Spark across the moat. There are regular bombs at the moat as Jay engages in Ocean Fly and heads straight to the wrecked ship. Bombs for Chexhuman, who collides with them. And Gravity in its semi-vanilla location just before Fantoon. A reserve tank for Chexhuman under the sea. Excuse me. And Jay is heading into the Fantoon fight. Ocean Fly 2 for Chexhuman. High Jump or Bubble Mountain is, I think, precisely where Yeah, it's where something important has to be, given that the rest of the game has been checked so far. There's Gravity for Chexhuman, about to deal with Fantoon as well. The damage reduction will come in very handy. And Idlechild saving a Shine Spark, probably heading up to Gauntlet. Front of Gauntlet has been checked, but I didn't see what it was, and it's definitely not Varia. Idlechild is checking the Volcano. Chexhuman starts in on the Fantoon fight. We have 2 Fantoon fights, top and bottom left. Knowing this seed, front of Gauntlet was a missile. And Fantoon is down for Jaychalke. Jaychalke is 1 boss down, 3 bosses to go. Idlechild beat Kraid, so Idlechild is also down 1 boss. Front of Gauntlet was super missiles. Thank you, Idlechild, for checking that. And Idlechild is going to collect the 2 going to head in the direction of the 2 missiles at the back of Gauntlet. And Yuzuriha takes a death. Oh no. And Idlechild takes a death at the back of Gauntlet. And Fantoon takes a death in Fantoon's lair, so that's not terribly surprising. The question on my mind right now... Oh, yeah, it's answered right now. Jay is going to skip the rest of Wrecked Ship. A reasonable play. Oh, and Yuzuriha has to start the seed all over again. That is terribly unfortunate. Idlechild did save at the ship before checking Gauntlet. So Idlechild has lost very little, but Yuzuriha is behind by 25 minutes now. With the knowledge that comes from having played through the first 20 minutes of the seed, absolutely. But it is still terrible. Bombs for Jaychalke. Super missiles for Chexhuman. And Idlechild is seeing these bombs for the first time. Yes, absolutely, Zero. The knowledge that comes from having played 20 minutes of the seed will help greatly. Super missiles for Chexhuman as Jay heads down to Red Tower. It's time for Jay to explore places that Idlechild has already been. That is a really swaggy but very damaging Shine Spark into the ceiling spikes. But it looks so nice. Chex is going to take a save here. Probably going to be checking that E-Tank location. With Gravity, it should be a lot easier. Yuzuriha recollecting high jump boots. And the only player looking at new content for us is Chexhuman. Wrecked Ship Energy Tank. That's Spacer. That is the widest beam in the game. Yuzu uses they-them pronouns, as I was informed earlier in the match. Since most of the items are missiles, you make a good point, Zero, but it's still a bit of a deficit to come back from, and requires a very specific mental state to recover from, and I'm hoping that Yuzu is able to do it. Absolutely. Idlechild almost has Fantoon down. A couple more missiles, and that'll be the fight. No, Jay used Astroskip and left Wreck Ship as soon as possible. And Fantoon is down for Idlechild. Idlechild has 2 bosses down as Jay sets Powerbomb and breaks the tank on his way to Kraid. Front of Gauntlet was Super Missiles. Jay is going to be collecting Screw Attack very shortly. Chexhuman is checking the Walking Tin Can room. Power Bombs for Yuzuriha, getting back to Bomb Terizo, and Chex is going to pick up these Super Missiles. Having not seen Ice yet, or not seen Charge yet, rather. Super Missiles are important. Idlechild, Super Missiles. Will Idlechild leave the wrecked ship, or will he complete it? And more importantly, will there be anything important worth collecting? Jaychalke about to start Kraid. Charged Ice Shot, 1, 2, 3, 4 Super Missiles, and Kraid is down. Wrecked Ship Reserve is an energy tank. I highly doubt that Chex is going to pick that up. And Jay collects Screw Attack. Energy tank in the sky. I can fly twice as high, says Chexhuman. Thank you, Demensive. And regular missiles in the maze. Thank you, Zero. Idlechild damage boosting through Spiky Room of Death. Chexhuman enters the bowling alley. The Terizo statue lights up as Jaychalke heads into Norfair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Wait, the Terizo is clipping through the floor again. Why have they not programmed it to obey solid platforms? That Terizo just clips through the floor every time. Super missiles, more super missiles, and question mark at high jump boots. Space jump at high jump boots. There's your logic in direct ship. An energy tank for Chexhuman, collecting the bowling alley item. Idlechild heads up to check the wrecked ship energy tank. And at the gravity suit location, an energy tank, which means that Varia is buried in Meridia. Jay at Bubble Mountain. And Bubble Mountain is not Varia. The one place it could have been that's not Meridia. Ice Beam for Yuzuriha. Getting back to Mockball Room. I'm going to collect the super missiles here as well. Total of 10. Jay heads up and over, and Jay will be the first one into Meridia. Jay entering the room before Mama Turtle. Apologies. It doesn't make sense for OBS to lose the source of the mainstream, but keep the source of the timer, because those are generally the same OBS source, duplicated and cropped differently. Super missiles for Chexhuman at Climb Supers. As Yuzuriha heads back to Mission Impossible. Oh, Idle's OBS. Oh, okay. Sorry, slow guy. That makes more sense. Jaychalke checks the beach. It's super missiles. Speed booster for Yuzuriha. Capture card mess-ups are all too common. Grappling beam. Grappling beam for Jaychalke. Shack is in Logic. X-Ray is also in Logic, and has been since Jay picked up Space Jump. Chexhuman at Billy Mays. Jaychalke. Super Missile. There's Varia. Buried in Meridia. Varia suit for Jaychalke. Jay is in go mode. And picks up those super missiles to prove it. Jaychalke versus Botwoo. Jaychalke wins. Thank you, MM2NAS. Cartridge. And Idlechild's video is back. Idlechild is heading to Volcano. Jaychalke sitting just outside of Dragon. I do call you MM2. Usually, but I do also like to say people's full names. Jaychalke, speed booster shine sparking through Dragon. Aim for the head. Idlechild, being more patient with Gauntlet this time, really wants those super missiles. And Dragon is down, and Jaychalke is just out of there. Chexhuman heading into Kraid. Oh, Yuzuriha already in Kraid. Jay doesn't want any of that. He's in go mode. He's just gonna go. He's gonna pick up this energy tank. 6 is better than 5. Isn't quite 7. 7 would enable stand-up, but Charge Ice stand-up is not all that great. And we have 2 simultaneous Kraid fights on the bottom half of your screen. 1, 2, 3 super missiles and an extra missile for Chexhuman. Yuzuriha. 1 does not keep Kraid's mouth open and is going into round 2 of this fight. Screw attack for Chexhuman. 2 super missiles in Kraid's mouth for Yuzuriha. 3. Almost. And a fall. A nail. And that is Kraid down for Yuzuriha. Screw attack will be next. Jay picks up wave in the right sandpit. Increasing beams. Idlechild checks the Edekun's items from earlier and leaves the area, heading back toward Big Pink. Left sandpit. Thank you. Thank you. One of the sandpits, but the left one. Jay is out of Meridia and heading right into Norfair. Idlechild is going to check the waterway item. Aqueduct item. Waterway's somewhere else. Yeah, one of those holes filled with finely ground silicates that you engage in morphing and unmorphing to get to in a convenient manner. Chexhuman. Space jump at high jump boots. This will be a delightful find. Boop. Space jump for Chexhuman. And Jay farming up a little bit. Probably wants some supers here. And can get them up to 5 at a time. The question here is, will Idlechild dip into Norfair to collect Space Jump before heading into Meridia? Or is it straight to Meridia? Disappointment for Chexhuman, as he is forced to leave Norfair Varialis. Space jump for Yuzuriha. Idlechild breaks the glass and falls down. Jaychalke, wasting no time, heads due right into Norfair, lower Norfair. Killer's room with space jump and screw attack. Oh, Idlechild trying for the midair vertical shine spark. Jaychalke, worst room in the game. No problem. Will he spin jump through the door? Yes, he will. And maintain that spin jump, or space jump rather, to make this room a breeze. No problems for Jaychalke. Idlechild and Chexhuman both at Mama Turtle. Yuzuriha returning from checking Bubble Mountain. And Jaychalke heads down toward Ridley. Jay attempting a Kago, gets the first Kago, doesn't bother with the second. And Shinespark strats. Kills the first pirate. Kills the second pirate. And Jaychalke has one room to fly through before the Ridley Eye door. Idlechild Shinesparking up through Meridia. Chexhuman a little bit ahead of Idlechild. It's time to check watering hole. And Jay can count to 30. 5, 6, 8, 11, 12, 15, 16. Missed 2, 17, 18, 19, 20. 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, and 31 for good luck. Jay is out of super missiles, Ridley is out of hit points. It's a good deal all around. For Jaychalke, grappling beam for Idlechild, grappling beam for Chexhuman. Yuzuriha is going to check X-ray room, possibly. Space jump and screw attack. It's a reasonable check. There could be a beam there. Chexhuman heads up, blind, and will find Varia as well. Putting Chexhuman likely into go mode. More beams would of course be nice. Idlechild also checking that location and finding Varia. Idlechild likely also in go mode. I did not get to see what Yuzuriha picked up at X-Ray, unfortunately. as there is tense gameplay going on all four screens. Chexhuman versus Botwoon. Chexhuman wins. Reserve it, X-Ray. Thank you. Chexhuman stops the Shine Spark, so no fear of Affy, full or otherwise. Idlechild wins. Jay, speed boosting through Frog Speedway to leave Norfair. Will likely go up through Meridia, Red Tower, the ship. Might refill at the ship. He only has 4 super missiles and no plasma beam, so refilling at the ship is not a terrible prospect. And then we'll be into Turian. 48 minutes, 45 seconds into this race. Please go follow all 4 of our racers tonight. Go follow Jaychalke, go follow Idlechild, Chexhuman, and Yuzuriha. Follow Cheese Reaver, follow the real GR Bow, who is on tracking this evening. And people will say it if I don't, so I guess you can follow me as well. All of these people volunteering their time to make sure that you have an enjoyable SRE experience. Chexhuman collects the sees the post Dragon missiles and decides no. Jay tries for the swag running super missile and misses it, forced to use a super missile from a standing position. But Jay is back up into Criteria. Idlechild versus Dragon. Oh, so close, Idlechild. Going for fast grapple beam strats. Jaychalke's full complement. 699 energy, 30 missiles, 50 super missiles, 15 power bombs. That is what he is going to raid Turian with. Chexhuman drops the space jump intentionally and is heading down into Norfair. Heading down toward Norfair, rather. Idlechild defeats Dragon. And Jay presses down to enter Turian at 5108. So Jay is going to be finishing this seed at around the 1 hour mark. Assuming nothing bad happens, of course. I have been hydrating through this race. Thank you, Mugic, but everyone else should as well. Yuzuriha about to be disappointed by the front of Gauntlet. Chexhuman making a couple more checks in Norfair. And Jay is back up to 50 super missiles, right where he wants to be. speed booster, spring ball, high jump boots, and wave beam, Jay is probably going to try baby skip here. Yuzuriha resetting after seeing the disappointing super missile at the front of Gauntlet. And Jay gets grabbed. Facing right, correct direction. Immediate stand-up animation for Jay. Chexhuman is lava diving and is out of the lava dive. The novelty, oversized novelty hat. Idlechild is probably also going to pick up the wave beam here. Yep. Jay refilling on energy. Idlechild picking up another energy tank, bringing their total to 10. Yes, Yuzuriha took a death, unfortunately. Oh, and it looks like their timer reset. But Yuzuriha took a death at the 25-minute mark and had not saved. So they had to redo everything. And much respect to Yuzuriha for dying at the 25-minute mark and not forfeiting. SMRAT has demonstrated in the past that forfeiting before your enemy has typed .done, not the greatest. Things happen. Things happen in this video game. Mother Brain 2 for Jaychalke. Idlechild heading down into Norfair. Idlechild is probably going to be upset skipping space jump. Taking a save, probably for resets. Chexhuman is fighting gold pirates, and Yuzuriha appears to have stopped moving. Ridley fight on the bottom, Mother Brain fight on top. Jay damaging down. And Jay is taking a rainbow beam to the everywhere, dropping him down to a nice amount of health. Mother Brain trying on that oversized novelty hat, doesn't seem to like it. No accounting for taste. Gravity Yuzuriha. And Idlechild is heading down toward Lower Norfair. Yuzuriha versus Phantoon. And Metroid versus Onion Rings. Onion Rings win. Jaychalke taking a somewhat aggressive stance against Mother Brain. And Idlechild is trying the lava dive without space jump, still has not checked the high jump location. He is going to be mildly upset when we tell him where that was. Jay has defeated Mother Brain, doing a little victory dance, waiting patiently for that dot done to appear in chat, as Jay is escaping Torian. It's not going to be a 58XX, but it might be a low 59. Regardless, sub 1 hour in this category is very nice. That is a fantastic time. I actually have Jay's average SMRAT seed time, and it is 101.30. With an average pickup percentage of 37. Phantoon versus Holy Seraph. Yuzuriha, bottom right of the screen. Jaychalke versus Exploding Planet. Jaychalke wins. Pausing his timer at 59:23.96. Jaychalke is your SMRAT Swiss Round 1 winner. Jaychalke versus Idlechild. GG's all around to Jaychalke for that fantastic performance. And I again ask, when will Jaychalke be punished for noping out of wrecked ship? Not today. Yuzuriha, having defeated Phantoon, making their way up wrecked ship. And Chexhuman making his way out of Meridia toward Red Tower. I believe I'm joined by Jaychalke.
Hey, how's it going?
Congratulations!
Thank you. That seed was super exciting.
That was.
So, wow. So basically, my thought process was, okay. First and foremost, yes. Okay. So we found, man. I've played so many seeds, like.
Yeah, I can tell.
To, like, get it all straight. But when I made the decision to, okay. So
hold on, people can't hear you right now. Can you turn up your mic volume or wait for a moment for Cheese to turn up your volume? Awesome.
Sure. Let me actually.
How's that, everyone?
Let me hold on one second. Testing.
That's much better. That's much better in my ears.
I should be better now.
Fantastic. Everyone seems happy with you there. Okay. So start over. Hi, Jay. Welcome to the booth.
Thank you so much for having me. I will say that my decision after checking Waterway to farm, so I farmed those extra power bombs so I could do a clear through Blue Bryn and then go up. So my plan was, we didn't have a lot pushing us in really either direction. And so I was a little bit worried with making a down play and not finding much there. And so I knew I was going to be going up through Blue Bryn anyway. So from a routing perspective, it just made sense to do wreck ship as well. I'm a little bit upset. Something that I'm going to have to take a look at and consider for next time is I didn't clear the front half of Gauntlet. But before that, I decided to go into wreck ship.
We can tell you what's there.
When I found that gravity suit, I was very worried, because I knew, I knew I was gonna make a skip, and I know that was either gonna be really, really bad or really, really good. See, the reason why I did that is because there was no logic pushing us to wreck ship in the first place, at least yet. And so when I found that gravity there, I was like, nah, I just don't know if this is gonna be, it's gonna push anything else. And so I took the gravity, I checked right and left, ended up just dipping, and did crade, checked top of red tower, or the top of red tower, did crade, and then when I rushed Meridia, another thing that I was thinking about was just rushing and killing Meridia.
Please hold. Idlechild just took an unfortunate Ridley death at 10309.
Oh no.
I hope that he saved recently. Saved in Norfair, saved just after the lava dive, it looks like.
Ouch.
So that's going to be a bit of recovery for Idlechild. Apologies for interrupting your train of thought. Please continue.
Unfortunate. So while I was in Meridia, I had two options. So there were once. Okay, I was really concerned when I went to Crate and I found Screw Attack, and because we found Space Jump, was it a high jump?
Yeah.
So finding Space Jump, having high jump, and by the way, I made the early Tower Super check because we had speed and ice, and I thought, man, I really thought that it was pushing that. And it was unfortunate that it wasn't there. I'm actually kind of happy it wasn't anything because I was really worried about my health situation because I was going to have to do some damage boosts to go across. And that's why I farmed all the pirates because I wasn't so sure I was going to be able to make it across. Thankfully, it was just a super pack, but I was feeling kind of behind at that point because I'd made the decision to go up through Blue Bryn, clear that out, and check for that Tower Super. But the charge beam, I had a thought that depending on if someone farmed for those power bombs or ultimately came back another time around through, I might have been the only one to find charge beam. So looking at the restream now, it looks like Chex has the charge beam.
Spoilers, you were not. Yuzuriha also checked that location.
Oh, I'm assuming they died.
Yuzuriha took a death at 25 minutes and had not saved at all.
Oof.
And so power to them for powering through the seed.
Yeah, for sure.
And not forfeiting.
Never give up, for sure. Anyway, so then once I found the Screw Attack, I literally was concerned because I thought for sure, I was like, dang, we skipped the front half of Gauntlet. We have up logic with speed, super
well, we
up
didn't,
logic
but...
with space. We have, I'm sorry?
We didn't. You did.
Oh, right. We have,
I know you're in streamer mode. I like poking fun at you for that. But...
for sure. And we had Screw Attack, which was our through logic. And I was like, oh man, I bet Varia is there. I was like, but I just had to double down. And my thought was, okay, it's now branching off three possible ways. It's either looping back now to wreck ship logically, or it's a front half gauntlet check, or it's somewhere deep in Meridia. And I had planned to just rush Dragon and check only the aqueduct, but I just didn't feel right skipping all these locations and ended up being very at aqueduct, which was super. Again, that's just a luck of the draw. I made a really good play, but it was just luck of the draw. There was really nothing to it. Now, before that death, what's been happening with Idle?
Idle went down and beat Crid while you were heading up, and never went into Norfair. And so never checked the high jump boots location and never collected space jump.
Oh, ouch.
And then in returning to Norfair after collecting both suits and going through Meridia, still ignored that location and did not collect space jump.
Ouch.
So there was a bit of unfortunate pain there.
Yeah, for sure.
Where we want Idlechild to succeed.
Yeah, that space jump is super nice.
Believe there was a gauntlet death, but there was a save, and I think there was another death to Ridley a moment ago, wasn't there?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I will say that a big reason for my decision in electing to clear as much as Meridia as I did was that space jump find. I probably would have just went straight to Dragon, checking only Aqueduct if I didn't find that space jump. Just because from a movement perspective, it just takes so long to get through these areas in Meridia, and so I was just gonna rush Meridia, rush Dragon. Hope that potentially there's a suit, maybe at Precious or at Botswan E, or at the Aqueduct, or at Dragon itself. But because I had the space jump, I was like, I don't really want to have to do a reroute with this because it's kind of awkward doing a backwards route after killing Dragon.
Yep.
So I liked to do it. Worked out. And yeah, I'm happy to get a sub hour on this one though. That's always just been my goal to always push myself to continuously shoot for this time here. It's a kind of a goal.
Yep, that's going to bring your average time down just a little bit, and your average pickup up just a little bit.
Yes, indeed.
I have your spreadsheet open because of our conversation last night.
Nice. Yeah, I've been keeping track of, at least from a D-Rust perspective, all the seeds that I've been doing the past 2 or 3 weeks. Just kind of see where I'm at, average-wise. What items I get to pick up in all my seeds and kind of where they've been, and just kind of getting a feel for wreck ship skips. A lot of the times I used to just do it and I never really had, very nice grab by Idle there. I never really had a reason to it. Now I feel like I have a much more thought put into it when I make a skip, and I'm just happy that it worked out in that instance.
Indeed. Chexhuman has defeated Motherbrain 3 and is on his way out of Turian with a pretty nice time as well, which, barring any unfortunate circumstances, will make Chexhuman the winner of the bottom race. Any other thoughts on the seed? Oh yeah, the front of Gauntlet, super missiles. You missed nothing.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was I laughed so hard. It's not really something silly to laugh at, but I tried to do Ocean Fly and pick up. I was gonna say, okay, I'm gonna pick whatever item.
You missed it. You missed it completely.
I was like, I hope something good's here, and I was just a little too high.
You just watched bombs fly past you.
Yeah, I was like, well, okay, bye bombs. I was like, dang, okay, well, I was actually.
But you got those on the rebound, so.
I did, and I'm happy that I still ended up getting the Ocean Fly in the end. So it was so funny. I was like, well, bye bombs.
I believe it was Chex did that same Ocean Fly, but a little bit lower and managed to collect them.
Oh, nice! Congrats to them.
Without missing the back door, so, or without hitting the back door rather. So not quite full Ocean Fly. And Chexhuman has pressed down and is done at 1:10:30-ish. That's my professional account based on reading timers. The official time will be posted in chat momentarily.
Good question.
Yes.
Does Idle have gravity?
Yes, it's marked there. Oh, what?
Yeah,
why is gravity turned off? Idle has gravity. They've
just been kind of vibing and going through without gravity on. I didn't know if it was more just like I don't want to waste time, or...
It was impossible to miss gravity.
Fair enough, yeah.
Gravity was in one of those spots that you run by and it's like, oh hey, gravity.
Yeah, I'm trying to even remember where that was.
It's very early. It was just before Fantoon.
Yeah, that's right. Because that's really what pushed me. See, my plan was always to potentially go up, kill Fantoon, and leave. But finding that gravity suit made it even more of an opportunity, like a sweet. Whoa, that was weird. They kind of like clipped into the.
Can you please pull Chexhuman from the green room into the channel?
For sure. One moment.
Thanks. We'll be joined here by Chexhuman in just a moment. There we are. Welcome, Chexhuman. Congratulations on your win. GG.
Sorry, I went to grab Chex, and then they were moved, and so it moved the green room up, and I clicked and moved myself into the green room at the same time.
GG's.
That was funny.
GG's, Chex. How are you feeling after that one?
Oh, pretty good. It was alright.
You should. You should feel pretty good after that one.
Hey, GG checks.
Thanks.
Anything you want to say about your routing, your plan?
I don't know. I felt like I wanted to be thorough and fairly safe. So I felt pretty blessed to find gravity just before Vantoon.
Right.
I'm a little shaky on that fight, so that was awesome.
Here,
You
have
know-
some severe damage reduction before the scary
good you
ghost
say that.
boss.
Checks. Could you say that? Because I was, I feel like, I'm good at a lot of parts of this game, but you throw me into Phantom without wave and charge and power bombs, and I'm exposed. Like, it's just because, like, I only ever do X Factor on Phantom, so, like, my Dopplering is so bad, and I'm constantly getting hit by flames or body hits, and so I was really, like, as you say, blessed to find that gravity suit, because I know I just, you don't pay attention, and you are all of a sudden in, beeping health, and you just get smacked by Phantom and you die. And I was very worried about that. So the gravity find was nice.
For sure.
But yeah, cool. You're gonna move on 1-0. I'm gonna be moving on. Perhaps, maybe we'll see each other.
Oh yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah. I'm really excited. Like, we're gonna be doing another reveal on Sunday once the second round matchups are live, and we'll do it kind of like the hype way we did last time, where we start off with the 0-1 matchups and then move up to the 1-0 matchups. And
Please hold.
Just-
Please
Sorry.
hold. Yuzuriha versus Botwoon. Yuzuriha wins. Please continue.
yes, yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing. There's just so many possibilities. So many possibilities of what matchups could come out of this. It's so exciting how many newer runners have joined this tournament. It's so great. You just
Yes.
get all of these awesome matchups, and I'm really looking forward to.
Yes, seeing the skill levels of the newer runners has been very exciting the past few days.
Definitely.
Seeing new names, seeing new people join the community, and seeing them perform incredibly well.
For sure, we've been seeing a lot of really cool improvements. That's the word I'm looking for. People coming into the community and coming in maybe not ever having run a seed before, and then working at it.
Just killing it.
Yeah, just killing it. It's really cool to see. So, Chex, are you also in the? I know this is completely off topic, but are you also in the mentor tournament yourself, or you like to commentate a Link to the Past?
Sure, yeah. Well, not really. I'm not. I'm participating here and there.
Are you as a mentor?
I'm sorry.
Are you participating as a mentor?
Yeah, a little bit.
Ah, cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I was in the first two Overworld Glitches tournaments, in the Link to the Past world. So here I
Cool.
am again.
Nice. Yeah, I just bring that up because I really liked your commentary during MM2 and Sineth's match. Shout out to them.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was really great to hear that both of them were Super Metroid runners, of course.
Yeah. Okay. As
Final
much as
question for Jay. Final
Yeah.
question for you before you go, Jay.
Yes.
How many more seeds do you think before it finally punishes you for leading Red Ship?
That is a great question because I don't know if you looked at the document. I think there's only a few seeds I haven't skipped Wreck Ship, but I mean it has to. That's why I'm really trying to after seed. I look back at it after skipping it and think logically, was that even if it was the right call, did I do it just on a whim, or did I do it because I legitimately felt that it was that's something, you know what I mean? I need to be better about making that call from a logical perspective, not just a whim. I'm gonna do this and hope it works out, because that is where things can get dicey and you can lose matches against players that are either better than you or at the same level. That won't fly.
Or that just don't Leave wrecked ship.
Or just don't leave wreck ship. But yeah, it's something that I'm gonna have to battle with because I'm just so obsessed with skipping wreck ship, and I know that's not the best thing to say in the middle of a Swiss when people might take that information and be like, "Hey, I'm racing Jaychalke. I know what I'm doing." It's so funny.
What do you
because,
mean might? I hear
yeah,
Chex's pen scribbling.
It's so funny though because I've had a few people send me seeds like, "Hey Jay, you'll really like this seed," and I still haven't learned a few
That
seeds.
every single time someone sends you a seed, it's because something is at the top of wrecked ship.
Yes, exactly. Every single time someone sends me a seed, it's a wreck ship top suit or something super important. And now I bet the next seed I get, it's gonna be like nothing there, and it's just gonna troll me.
Precisely, Nidorific. Or the one time that there are 200 hammers in Link to the Past because someone made a mistake and doubled down on it.
Right.
You remember that seed.
Yes. So good, so good. All right.
All right, Jaychalke, take care. Get out of here. Congratulations. See you again.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm going to talk with Chex for a little bit.
For commentating. Appreciate it. Chex, have
No
a great
problem.
day. Congratulations on your win. Big shout outs to Idlechild for the flexibility in scheduling the match. And shout outs to I'm so bad at
Yuzuriha.
Yuzuriha. Thank you so much. Shout outs to them for racing, and shout outs to chat. And big shout outs to the real GR Bo for tracking. Appreciate you. And shout outs for Cheese Reaver for restreaming. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you later.
Indeed. All right, Chex, it's just us now. What do you really think of that seed?
At this point, I don't really remember. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know. What did you? So the gotcha in SMRAT is sort of that that Varia can be speed blocked in Bubble Mountain, right? So I kind of wanted to be extra thorough there before going to Meridia.
Everyone checked it, and everyone was disappointed.
True.
Yeah, I'd actually said, I think seconds before you went into the room, that Varia was in Meridia, and then you ran into Bubble Mountain, and it was a missile, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. That would have been a terrible, terrible thing to say and be wrong about.
Sure.
So what were you thinking as you were running through the seed? Which locations were you running past? Like, oh no, I need to check. I need to check there, or I'm gonna regret not checking there.
Just X-ray, I guess, but I think that was fine.
Yeah, I think that was missiles.
Okay.
There were a lot of missiles in this seed.
Yeah, it was a lot of missiles at the beginning, and then super missiles after that. It was pretty silly.
Mm-hmm. And then charge
just
with
kind
Billy
of,
Mays.
Yeah. Which I didn't use.
That happens.
Yeah. So yeah, it was fine. So I had fun.
Good. How many SMRAT seeds have you played? How much Super Metroid Randomizer have you done? I believe you're new?
I'm pretty new. I mean, I don't know the logic extremely well. I like to mess around with area rando typically. Area boss, randomizer. And I did a bit of learning of 100%. And, but Super Metroid's not my main game, so I'm still learning.
Oh, that's completely fair. Link to the Past is your main game, I take it, from the earlier conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you experimented much with the combo miser?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It is really fun.
But the length of the games.
Oh yeah,
is a little difficult for me to consume.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's still like 5 hours a seed because I'm bad at both games simultaneously. So Well, there goes my afternoon. But yeah, SMZ3 is really fun. Well, I don't have any other questions for you. Jay sort of walked us through the entire seat from his perspective, and you mostly did what he did. So I don't have any real questions for you. What are your hopes with the tournament? You know that there are the two brackets, rat and mouse.
Yeah, I was just what? I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, please?
Oh, there are two brackets, which you might be aware of: the rat bracket and the mouse bracket. At the end of this 7-round Swiss, I was just wondering where you expect to end up and how you expect to do.
Yeah, I just wanted to participate and see how far I would get. I really don't know how I stack up against everyone, so I will just find out as I go, basically.
That's fair.
And I don't really have any expectations. I just wanted to participate and see if I could get better at randomizer. So I wasn't sure if I was going to join one of these, but it felt really open, and I appreciated all the encouragement from Jaychalke and the Speedrunners Arena Discord, so I went ahead and joined. So I'm glad that this platform is here for us. So it's it'll be fun to see how it goes.
Indeed. Well, with that, congratulations on your first win. Here's to 6 more, and then ending up going all the way. Good luck. I wish you the best, and I hope to be talking with you again in this sort of context. Good luck with your races.
Thanks for the good luck, and thanks for commentating. GG's.
Yeah. All right, back to the games. Idlechild is shine sparking up the escape shaft and is just about done with the game. And Yuzuriha has just gone through worst room in the game into, I believe this is called amphitheater. They say it all the time, and I forget. Falling into the acid here, but space jump makes it easy to get out. Idlechild does not save the animals and has pressed down at roughly 125.01. Finished in 3rd place with a time of 125.02, official SRL time. Yuzuriha taking a safety save before Ridley. Very reasonable thing to do. Volume spike. Apologies, headphones users. And I am about to be joined by Idlechild here in the... Welcome, Idlechild. GG.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can chat hear you? Chat? Your volume sounds about close to what Jay's was, so they can probably hear you just fine.
Okay.
GG. Congratulations. Second place. Not first, but still commendable.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with how it went. A little bit of nerves, made some mistakes I don't normally make, but you can tell I don't normally do a gravity jump. That's the first run I've completed with the gravity jump, and I just...
You're seeing it on your screen right now. You're about to be very sad. Because that gravity jump was not necessary.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We're seeing it in chat.
I think I already passed for me.
I think it possibly is still on your screen, maybe. Or not? Oh. Space jump was at high jump boots.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about checking there, and I thought I'd gotten that far, but that's also the first time I've never even done any checking in Upper Norfair, basically. I just, I can't remember what I got. I think I got Screw Attack at Kraid, and then I decided, hey, I'll try going up this time. I don't have Arya yet. So, if Arya's not down, then I'll have to go down and then back up, but...
Right.
Yeah, I just totally forgot to turn gravity back on.
Yes, chat was mentioning that. It's like, actually, when Jay was in here in the booth, he was like, wait, does Idlechild have gravity suit? I was like, yes. And then I look up at your screen and I notice you're not using it. I'm like, I think so? Where was gravity? Right before Fantoon? Yes.
I didn't realize it until I jumped through that tube, like Meridia tube on the way back, and I had that floaty jump. I decided, I'll just leave it off, but then, of course, Mother Brain got me at that last catch-up. I needed to turn it back on.
Right. So, early Kraid, you and Jay, it was difficult to say who was ahead, you or Jay, for the first bit of the race, because you went down to Kraid and he went up and around and doodled around a bit in old Criteria. But I think if you had found that space jump, things would have gone a little bit differently.
Yeah. Certainly have been some things that have been easier.
Mm-hmm.
But I never had any thoughts that I was going to be able to beat Jay. I was going to need like the perfect seed, basically, something that Jay didn't check that I did. This result's fine. I'm considering I died, especially that last death to Ridley, and still got a 125. I'm actually pretty happy with this run.
Mm-hmm. The death in Gauntlet was unfortunate, and then doubly unfortunate because it was just a super missile there. Please take note of Jay's message in chat. Yeah.
When I came back and got it, and I realized, this was a waste of my time anyway.
Yeah. It was like 2 missiles in the back and super missiles in the front.
Yeah, and I missed that Edekun's jump too. I almost never missed that. I was disappointed about that.
It happens to the best.
I was wondering, oh man, is there something going to be good there? And then there was nothing there. And
no, it was missiles. The seed cheese rolled for you was missile, 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 missile. Maybe we should put items in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it started with X-ray, and then there was like no missile pack. I wonder when the first missile pack would have been in Logic, because of course we all take the
jump. It was that jump, because the item at Beta Missiles was high jump.
Oh,
so that
right.
put those into Logic.
I never even thought about that.
It was those, just backwards.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was missing my wave E-tank setup because I was using the high jump list.
Yeah. We've talked here in the booth the past couple of days about how muscle memory and practice makes it really frustrating when you get good items early.
Right.
Like,
for sure.
Why did you give me high jump now? I don't need it for another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I have to turn it off.
Thanks for messing up my Alcatraz real bad. High jump.
Yeah. Yeah. But overall, like you said, 125 is a good performance.
Yeah, I'm encouraged, and I'm happy I was able to actually do that gravity jump in the run and and do the lower Norfair without space jump. It's not something I do. I've been running Hundo for the last few months, so I'm used to having all those items in lower Norfair.
Yeah, that would do it.
I want
That
to
would
learn any
absolutely
percent,
do
but like I want to start learning the PRKD stuff because I think that some of those strats for getting up Red Tower and HVJ to get across the moat, it wasn't necessary today, but it might be nice to be able to do that in the future. So
Yeah.
trying to work on it.
Well, that's all you can do, right? Practice and look to improve.
That's right. But this was fun.
I'm glad. I had fun commenting on it. I'm glad that you had fun playing it.
All right. Well, I think I need to sign off.
Yeah, good luck with the rest of your races. I hope to be able to watch and possibly comment on more of them. And have yourself a great night.
Thank you. You too.
I will try. And Yuzuriha is escaping Meridia to head up to the ship, possibly recharge, and go to Turian to take on Mother Brain. Some excellent racing tonight. Please, again, go follow all 4 of our runners. Jaychalke, idlechild, Chexhuman, Yuzuriha. That is a YouTube link. I guess that is for Yuzuriha's YouTube and not Twitch channel, which makes sense. This is the first time I'm noticing it. Threw me for a loop there. And go follow the broadcast team. Go follow the Real GR Bo, who has been tracking for the evening. No, that's completely fair and reasonable. Completely fair and reasonable. And that is a refill at the ship. Excuse me. And Yuzuriha heads down toward the final 4. Entering Turian time, unknown. 4309.39, forever. One Metroid down. Oh no. Novelty hat. Novelty hat and so many Metroids. Too many Metroids. But Yuzuriha's through, and on to room 2. Room 3, Frozen Metroid, Destroyed Metroid. Frozen Metroid. Destroyed Metroid. Frozen Metroid. Destroyed Metroid. Room 4. Novelty hats. +3. Unless they turn around, this will be a soft lock. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yuzuriha, turn around now. Is it going to be a soft lock, or can they go back and refill missiles? Oh, it's going to be 65 missiles for Mother Brain specifically, and the tank is going to take more than that, isn't it? Oh dear. Unless Mother Brain takes damage from power bombs, question mark? Which I don't think she does. I don't know for sure. She just stops charging her laser when you use it. And using another super missile. Please don't save. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But there's the Zebetite skip. So no more Zebetite walls. And that's Mother Brain 1 down. Some nice double missiles. Some really nice double missiles here with the high jump.
Oh, what? Oh, fuck.
But there is the moment of realization. That is an unfortunate end to this Super Metroid race. Yuzuriha has forfeited after resetting 25 minutes in. This is a thing that can happen in randomizer. You think you're set, and you forget an ammo count or an item, and it all comes crashing down. Regardless, GG to you, Yuzuriha. You had a really good run despite some incredible setbacks at the beginning of the race. You did a fantastic job with what you had. Okay. Okay, I would love to talk through that. I would love to talk through that scene with Yuzuriha. Hey, Yuzuriha. That is a very rough end to a very rough seed for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of. I haven't done a lot of randomizer, so it's kind of, in some ways, it's not too surprising, as disappointing as it was for me.
Yeah, well, you'd picked up the charge beam in the first run through. Excuse me. Then opted not to pick it up this time, and then the ammo count was just a little bit shy of beating Mother Brain.
Yeah, I kind of just. I honestly just randomly guessed what the ammo cut was needed, so obviously it turned out to be way off.
I don't think it was too. I don't think it was too far off. I think they were saying in chat another pack of missiles or super missiles, and you would have been in the clear.
Mm-hmm.
But that early death, the 25-minute death, that must have stung a little bit. How are you feeling when that happened?
I don't. There's no really word. I don't really. It was like that dread is. I don't know if you look at my channel and see my virtual avatar. Here, I'll put it. It was this face of dread
Oh no.
when I saw that. I knew about how damaging those guys were, but I thought after I killed the first two, I thought that was all of them. So I ran right into the third one.
Right. I mean, despite that, you ran through the seed really well.
Mm-hmm.
You used your knowledge of what was in the seed really effectively to try and make a solid comeback.
Mm-hmm. I do know that one other thing that came to mind is that using that knowledge, I do remember, when I was coming to the wrecked ship, I was like, okay, I think I was at like 4 energy tanks, and at my skill level, I can't really take on Fantune with that, so I was kind of remembering a previous run in this tournament and the logic, and kind of gambled that one of the suits would be inside the wrecked ship, and it turns out that paid off.
It did. It paid off really well. All 4 runners, all 4 of you, very happy to find gravity right where it was, and then all 4 of you diving into Meridia, going, it's got to be in here somewhere, and shine sparking up that chute and finding it. Just very, I can just imagine everyone being really happy to have found that item, Varia, right there.
Oh yes, Yeah, there was another good expression for the virtual avatar I have that's just like a big stars in my eyes.
Fair enough. That is an appropriate response to Finding Varia ever, but particularly when you're gambling on it's got to be in here somewhere, and I hope it's not in sand pits, and I hope it's not after Botwoon, and I hope I don't have to backtrack for it.
Yeah, I will admit one of my big worries was that 2 of the rooms in Brinstar where you had to use the super missiles, and I couldn't quite get it to pull the super missile to clip through.
The Wavegate room?
The Wavegate room, and then the Sword Spawn super missiles. I couldn't quite get those right, so I ended up just like, let's not stop sinking into this.
Yeah, those two take a bit of practice, but once you get down the patterns for them, they're not too terribly bad.
I mean, I've done them before. I mean, it's not like I'm completely inexperienced with randomizers, but it's only been like 1 or 2 times, and like, okay, let's try this trick here, and then I pull it off a couple of times, and that's it.
Right. I mean, as they say, practice makes better, and the only thing you will do is improve.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, honestly, I didn't really expect to win. It just, I mean, the main thing I was hoping to get out of the race is just like highlight what I need to practice.
Fair enough.
Since while I've played the Super Metroid for on and off for a long time, randomizers are still relatively new, and I still need to figure out what I need to practice, and what skill set I need.
Yeah, that's very fair. If practice is the one thing that you want to focus on, I mean, don't drop out of the tournament. Don't pretend that I'm saying that. Please continue to participate in the tournament, but also track down the Super Metroid practice ROM if you don't already have it.
Mm-hmm.
And that will let you practice, just like continually reset the Wavegate glitch room so that you can practice that jump with and without high jump. So that you can practice getting into Spore Spawn's backdoor as often as you need to, practice moving through rooms with different sets of items.
Yeah, that was something that the high jump boots for the early supers.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. I just kind of went to do the Mokba as I got used to from doing 80%. Then like, oh wait, this is not working. The high jump is throwing me off.
Right, and we've commented on that a lot in the past couple of days. How having these good items early in the game just throws off your entire sense of how to play. Like, what? I'm not used to having high jump here. I'm not used to having space jump here. Why am I not making this jump?
Yeah, I remember seeing some of those previous races where those came up, and when I ran into it myself, I was like, okay, this is good. I don't have time to practice. Let's just go the other route, or just turn it off.
Right. And turning it off is going to save you time over trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and moving, going the other way. So it's not a bad strategy. Play the game. Play the game as you're comfortable, and go through it as you can.
Yep. Well, thanks for commenting, and
no problem. Thank you for racing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that wraps things up. So I'll see you later on the tournament.
Indeed. Have yourself a great night, a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you in your next race. Probably. I might not be around. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Indeed. Best of skill and best of luck.
Thank you, and you as well.
And that, again, that is going to wrap things up for us tonight here on Speedrunners Arena. We had some fantastic races today. We have some fantastic races for you coming up in the next few days. Please go give a follow to all 4 of our racers: Jaychalke, idlechild, Chexhuman, Yuzuriha. Give a follow to the Real GR Bow. Give a follow to Cheese Reaver. Follow me if you want to. And follow Speedrunners Arena so that the next time they go live, you will know that there's a gameplay of some sort over here. I'm your host, Invarial, signing out. I will see you all next mission, and we are probably going to be raiding someone. So let's go say hi to someone else.